I'm Allie Monroy, and alongside me is BSN Nuggets beat writer Harrison Wind. The title of this series is pretty straightforward, but with the Nuggets training camp starting in just a few days, we have created this video series for you guys where we will be breaking down the 5 different positions all week long. Today, we're going to start off with the point guard position. Harrison, what does the Nuggets' depth at point guard look like going into the season?
Well, the biggest difference between training camp this year and last year is there's so much more clarity when it comes to the point guard position on the Nuggets this season. They know Jamal Murray's their starter. He had a great season last year. He enters training camp as the unquestioned leader at that position. They know Isaiah Thomas is going to be their backup. That's what they signed him for. Isaiah Thomas knows he's the backup heading into training camp. And they know Monte Morris is the third-string point guard. So there's no three-way point guard competition to consume us at training camp. Everybody knows their roles. That helps out the guys coming into training camp. It also helps out Michael Malone, who's entering a pretty pivotal season as the Nuggets coach.
You mentioned Jamal Murray. What do you think fans should expect of him this year?
Yeah, expectations are high from the fan base. I think expectations are really high internally also. A lot of point guards really make a big leap in year 3, and there's a lot of reasons why Jamal Murray could make that leap in year 3. He is healthy this offseason for really the first time in the last couple years. Last summer, he had that off-season surgery to address that hernia issue that he played through last year. He wasn't able to get into the gym at all last summer, and we know how much of a worker he is. We know how dedicated he is to his craft. So he was in the gym all summer long, all off-season long, getting better. So that should really help him out for what's setting up to be a huge year for him.
Isaiah Thomas was obviously a signing that made waves nationally. Harrison, are the Nuggets expecting him to play a big role this year?
I think they are. I think they're really excited for him to get here. 2 years ago, this was a guy who finished 5th in MVP voting. He was at the top of the league, one of the biggest storylines in the league, one of the best players in the fourth quarter throughout the entire NBA. So Denver is a great place for him to rehab his basketball image. Didn't have a great year last year with the Lakers, with the Cavs too. And in Denver, he's got a coach that really believes in him, in Michael Malone, who's going to be in his corner from day one. And he's got a role that's going to really play to his advantage, play to his strength as a basketball player, as the Nuggets' backup point guard. He's going to be able to be that focal point on the bench unit, have the ball in his hands for a ton of time, possession by possession. So if he's healthy, I think it's shaping up to be a great year for Isaiah Thomas. And him and Jamal Murray gives the Nuggets some of the best depth at point guard in the entire league.
Well, like I mentioned, training camp starts September 25th in San Diego. Media Day is the day before, so we will be posting a lot of content for you guys on bsndenver.com, so go subscribe. For Harrison Wind, I'm Allie Monroy, BSN Denver.